Factorising Harder Quadratics is a classic for Maths Paper 1, so let's go through this one, and it says 6x squared plus x minus 15 is what we need to factorise. So, the first thing I would do here is multiply the coefficient of x squared by the c. So 6 multiplied by minus 15 gives me minus 90. Okay, now I need to find two numbers which multiply to minus 90 but add at the same time to the coefficient of x, which is just 1. It's 1x in the middle. So two numbers which multiply to 90 minus 90 but add to give you 1. So I would start this process off by listing the factors of 90. So 90 and 1, for example. Now there's no way I can make 90 and 1 sum to 1, right? Even if I were to use minus 90 and 1, that would still give me minus 89. So I go to the next one, 45 and 2. And again, 45 take away 2 is not anywhere close to 1. And I keep going until I find what works. And I can see, or I can kind of imagine in my head, that 10 times 9 is 90. And the difference between these two numbers is 1. So I could probably make this work if I make the 9 a negative 9. 10 times minus 9 is minus 90, and 10 take away 9, so the sum of these is 1. So that works. Now my next step, once I've worked out which two numbers I'm going to use, is I'm going to split up this coefficient of x into 10x and minus 9x, okay? And I can do this in whatever order I want. So this will now become 6x squared, same as it was. And we've got minus 9x plus 10x. Okay, that still sums to x, and then minus 15, which is what we've got over here. Now I could have written plus 10x and minus 9x, I'd still get the same answer, okay? So it doesn't matter which way round you do it. My next step is to split this equation down the middle and factorize both sides. So if I factorize the left side, I can see that the common factor between 6x squared and minus 9x is 3, and also x. Can't be x squared because there's only an x on the 9, minus 9. So 3x will go outside the brackets, and inside the brackets, I'd put 2x, because 3x times 2x gives me 6x squared, and then minus 3 times minus 3 gives me minus 9, and then there's the x there already, so nothing else needs to go there. Now what you'll notice, if you've done this correctly, is that the bracket on the other side, because that's what we're going to do next, should have the same contents. So 2x minus 3 will be the same. So whatever you've got in your bracket on the left side will be the same as what you've got on the right side. So I can fill that in straight away and just figure out what I need to put on the outside. So I can see that 2 multiplied by 5 would get me 10x. So check that. 5 times 2x is 10x. Good. And 5 times minus 3 is minus 15. So good, that works. And I'm actually very close to my answer here now, because all I have to do now is I take these brackets here. I only write them down once as part of my answer. So 2x minus 3. And then for the second bracket, I just take the bits outside. So 3x, and I've got positive 5 here. So we've got 3x plus 5 would be my second bracket, and this would be my answer to this question.